I turned on the TV and found Maria Bartiromo. She advised me that President Trump had already been hard at work in our sleep. Number one, President Putin of Russia had already called Trump to end the war in Ukraine. Wait a minute. Do you mean without Trump doing a single thing, anything? In general, Putin wants better relations with the U.S.? That means the sudden breakup of the forced relationship access of evil between Russia and China? That's wonderful news. Item number two, instant improvement in border security. A massive 3,000 person caravan moving up through Mexico has suddenly broken up. Half of them have turned around, and no one knows where the other half of them have turned around, headed back from where they came, and no one knows where the other half is now headed. Number three, President Biden called President Macron of France, saying he was pledging his allegiance to President Trump, meaning you'd better warn the rest of Europe that their communist insurgency days have come to a screeching halt. Number four, then a news flash. One of the major importers of cheap goods from China into the U.S. has overnight announced he was cutting his imports by 50%. Then Maria Bartiromo brought on two former Navy SEALs. One of them had just won a new Senate seat in Montana, the other a longtime senator. Both of them pledged to kick ass and take names, not starting on January 20th, but starting just as soon as the new Senate is sworn in, the first week in January, and immediately passing Trump tax cuts through the budget reconciliation process, which can be implemented by a simple majority vote of senators. Number six, who can tell me what this word misogyny means? Do I really have to learn it now, much less how to spell it? Nope. It was stupid and overblown in the first place. It means the hatred of or prejudice against women in general. Well, I love my wife and women in general, so that's a word that just hit the trash can of the history of the last decade. Number seven, and on the domestic side, Maria played a clip from yesterday of New York Attorney General Letitia James, who is still trying to convince us how important she is by her continued determination to jail Trump. But nay, nay, say these two veteran Navy SEALs, A.D. James should mind and bind her hateful, slippery tongue. For vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Then George Washington law professor Jonathan Turley came on to say that all the Trump prosecutions are done for, and as an added bonus, Trump will get to nominate two members of the U.S. Supreme Court, making him the president who nominated the most number of Supremes. So, although it was still dark outside in room 109, a new day had dawned, and President Trump was coming home to fix it. I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. I'm still reporting